Hello everyone, this is Colossus and I'm back with another video for our 5Q to 1 Dawn series, and today we are once again going to play another game, and now we are at the level of 4Q, playing some 4Qs, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, it looks like we have a game, so let's go ahead and pull up the coordinates. Say our intro, hello, have a good game. And he is black, so we are waiting for his move. And we are facing a 4Q. Alright, took him about 47 seconds, but he was able to play a move. I'm assuming he wants to think about it, but probably not the right time settings to spend a long time thinking about your move. So I'm going to go ahead and do Near and Say. It's kind of what I've been playing with as white, and it's a little bit flexible and going for a lot of influence. We'll see how it does. Open side is pretty even, so I'm just going to defend, which I'm not sure if it's the best move. It's not really that much of a difference, honestly. I'm not really sure what the big difference is, but usually it's the Tiger's Mouth. So I do have the option to Tanuki, but I also would like to get a base here, so I'm going to go ahead and make my base. I'm going to Classy approach, just to play simple and see how it works. If I don't like the result, then maybe I'll change it up in the future. Alright, so we do need to go for an open side now. I think he did get a stone right here, so I think going here will be good, because if this gets an extension on both sides, it might get a little bit big for a Moyo. I would expect a pincer here, but we'll see what he does. But if he pincers, I plan to dive into the corner. But basically, we're just playing an opening. Alright, so he went there, so I'm going to go ahead and actually go for settling on this side. I think this is quite effective, since it's his side and it renders this stone a little bit useless, so you can see him defending that. And now I can go ahead and play my own move and get some territory. Since I can't approach, I'm going to go ahead and play here. And I could have also played a high extension or something, but since this is low, I went ahead and went for points. So this one, I'm going to go ahead, I already have an extension here and a pincer kind of, so I'm going to go ahead and kick and put on a little bit of pressure. So he goes here, so his move should have been here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that away from him. Usually against the kick, you Nobi, and I'm going to go Atari. This will put him in a little bit bad shape, okay, and then Nobi, so he can't put me in bad shape, and this is already surrounding, so I'm already liking this result. So here, I'm going to go ahead and poke the Tiger's Mouth, which is usually a vital point. And now I need to think about profit. How much do I care about this? Remember, this is only one stone. This is his eyes, though, so I have an option here, and I need to think about it. I can push, and this stone will be cut off, but he just immediately lives on the side, because I don't think I can do this. So I'd have to block here, and then he plays, I play, and then he plays. And he'll be completely alive. But I will get influence in the center. On the flip side, I can connect, and he can slide, and then potentially cut, and that would start a difficult fight, which should be in my advantage. Another option is if I connect, is he just comes out, and then I have an option to just run away. And I want to say this thickness is much more valuable. I want to say this is more valuable. So he did give me an option here, and so I looked at both, and I just think this one's going to be better. So I'm going to go with this one. This influence just seems very, very nice. I'm debating on the order here. If I go here, I'm thinking he's going to slide. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. And block. Yeah, he'll get some endgame here. Oh, I expected him to go here, actually. So now I think I can do this in Sente. I expected him to go here, and then he would get the endgame here, which is a little annoying, but I think the influence is worth it. Okay, so now I get this influence, so let's go ahead and get an extension here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And AlphaGo doesn't really like the 5-space extension, so we're kind of learning that maybe the 5-space might be too much. So I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about the variations with the 5-space extension, but according to AI, I say AlphaGo, according to AI, the 5-space extension is not recommended anymore. It was very, very interesting. Apparently there's a lot of variations inside of it that make it maybe questionable. So I'm going to go ahead with the 4-space here. It also lets me deal with this stone a little bit easier. So it's just a little bit closer. So yeah, the 4 stone will be, the 4 space will be much better than the 5 space if he's going to go in directly. So I'm going to go ahead and do my surrounding move. And this will be pretty straightforward. He has to live now, and I'll get some influence in the center. So yeah, 10 points here, but 10 points for the center, and I'll get Sentei to do something else. So it should be about 20 points for me, maybe, approximately. This is a kind of an estimation, but I do think I'll get a little bit of a nice result here. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. He is thinking, so usually I recommend thinking before you invade, rather than after. I do have an option to just play here. Is it worth it? So I play here. The first option is he Hanes, I cut, he Ataris, I Atari, he takes, I fix. And is that points worth these points? Maybe. That could be a good exchange. Second option is he push up, and I push, and then he cuts. And then I have to jump. He gets to Atari and then run away. And is it worth it for me? Hard to say. And the last option is just let him crawl. And I think this is going to be the safest one. So I'm just going to let him crawl. I can always shoulder hit if I need the Mayo. Now Hane, I think is a little bit unsafe. So I'm just going to let him crawl. Here's okay. If he's living on the second line, I'm happy with this result. And can I still go here? I want to say I can. Having that influence is very nice. It's either here or here. I want to say this is the move. And if he pushes up, then I'll just Nobi. And this is a pretty solid position for me, I think. That move's very strange. I can just Tiger's Mouth, but I'm really considering if I can block. But if he cuts, am I okay with it? Atari here, jump. He blocks the corner. Can I net? That's the question. But I give up the corner. Whereas if I just fix, then I still have the corner. Really hard choice. Really hard choice. Let's look at the eyes on the inside. That might help me make a decision. Okay, so the eyes on the inside. If I play here and he plays all of his stuff, he's going to get this Atari. Maybe that for free. But if he tries stuff on the outside, then let's see what it looks like. Let's take away all the Sentei moves. So I block, he gets that for free, he gets that for free, he gets that for free. Okay, once all the Sentei moves are gone, what's the eye space look like? He has an empty triangle. I do have this kind of clamp. He plays, I play Atari, Atari, and then here, and that looks like a bent 4. Is there anything else I can do? I could Hane. And if he plays the Atari, then I Atari. Takes Atari, and that is not a bent 4 anymore. Hane there, then I play here. Looks like he only has one eye, so I'm going to go for the block. I might lose the corner, but if he only has one eye, maybe it's worth it. That's my decision, and I'm sticking to it. I have to trust myself. You have to trust your own reading, right? You have to trust your own reading. All right, so he plays, so I'm going to Atari once, and then jump. And now I should have Mii. Okay, so I'm going to go for the corner. Okay, that was his. Remember, that was his. We read that. Okay, and I take life in the corner. So I ended up getting the corner anyway. So even if this lives, I'm happy with this result. Okay. Not what I thought he would do. So let's go ahead and start reducing eye space. Actually, am I alive? So he Hanes, I play. He Hanes, I play. Let's say he connects, then of course I'm alive. But what if he double Hanes? And I Nobi down. He fixes the cut. and then I play here. It looks like I'm alive for sure. What if he clamps? Atari, Hane. Yeah, looks like I'm alive. Hopefully no matter what he does. Okay, I think I'm alive. I'm going to go with I'm alive. So I'm going to start reducing ice space. Reduce. Okay. If I just reduce and block, is he just dead as it stands? Actually, is M1 Sente? If M1 is Sente, then I can't actually do anything to this. So M1, and I do something over here. He pushes, I block, he cuts, I Atari, Atari, take, Atari, connect, Hane, block, double Hane there. I'm going to say it's not Sente. I really hope I'm right. I could very well die. Very dangerous question. All right, I'm running low on time. So one more read through. M1. I play something. What if he plays here, here, Hane, there, there. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm okay. I have to trust myself. So there. Is that a dead shape as it stands? He plays, I play. He plays, I play. You can't do that. What if he plays, I play, he plays, I play, he plays? Okay, so let's Hane here. Reduce the ice space. Reduce the ice space. That's what we're looking at, reducing the ice space. If he goes up, then I'm just going to jump, and it'll keep him surrounded. Okay. I can poke this? Question mark? Let's poke this first. This is easier. Well, then he Ataris, actually. I poke. Okay, I still have the liberties, so I'm good. I want to say this is easier. Okay, and then I poke. And then I block. Peep. No peep. So I play here, and he peeps. I can Atari, because worst case I can Atari. But it looks like I'm okay. Peep, and then play, and then I play. Looks like I'm okay. So do I go here, or do I go here? Which one's safer? If I go here and he Ataris, plays, I Hane, he plays. Yeah, looks like this one's just safer, but what about an Atari and a Nobi? Can I just net that? Yeah, looks like I can just net that. So I'm going to say this one's safer. Let's just go for the safe one. Constantly be checking your weaknesses. One of the scariest things is killing groups. I find it very, very difficult. Killing groups is honestly one of my worst abilities, is because I sometimes leave too much weakness on the outside, and my opponents are able to take advantage of it. So I'm constantly checking my weaknesses when I am playing. And honestly, maybe I'm wrong here, because this is one of my weaknesses. Maybe blocking at E3 is better and easier to do, because maybe there's some cutting points here or something. But recognize that I am trying to check my weaknesses in order to keep the group dead, because one of the worst things you can do is have something come back to life by killing something. It's one of the worst feelings, it's one of the worst things, and it just destroys your position altogether. And so it can be very, very disastrous if that happens, which it happens to me a lot. So take it from me, it's pretty bad when that happens. So you definitely want to be checking your weaknesses when you're trying to kill something. And you don't want to kill something until you're absolutely sure. Like, first, I defended myself and just surrounded. Then I started reducing eye space and poking eyes. And then once I was sure, that's when I started taking vital points. Once I had him surrounded and I was pretty confident in my position, that's when I started taking the vital points. Usually it's better to simply just surround and take profit, and which I did, and stay safe, and that's usually the way to go. It's easier to do. So just keep that in mind when you're attacking stuff, when you're poking stuff. Just keep in mind, watch your own weaknesses first. It's more important. Okay, I am gonna block. It's pretty much the only move I can see. Okay, so I can actually ladder this pretty easily. Not sure what his plan is, but you can see he's trying to see, even at this level, maybe they don't do it as great as they could. They're still going to resist by taking advantage of your weaknesses, by poking your weaknesses to see if there's any way for their group to come back to life. That is a fantastic strategy if you have a dead group, is to check your opponent's weaknesses, poke their weaknesses. That's going to be the way your group can maybe come back to life. However, try not to lose points when you do it. That is going to be another important tip. If it's dead, don't make it deader. Try to leave some Aji. And here, I'm just going to play super, super safe. This one, I think there's a Seki or something in there. I forget, with the 2 rows of 4. Yeah, I think there's some type of Seki. So I'm actually going to go here. So that way, when he Hanes, I can block it and get Sente. So now the Hanes Gote, and I still have 2 eyes. Alright, so he's going here. That's fine. So I'm actually going to go here. Check stuff before I move up. I could have also moved up. I am a little worried about this Moyo. Okay, so I'm going to immediately go up. Because now I wanted to make sure I had my eye space. So I did that first. But I'm going to immediately go up. And I don't like pushing from behind. You want to get ahead as soon as possible. I am checking that the Knight's move is a ladder. So I'm good. So I'm going to try and get ahead as fast as possible. And then the reason I'm in this area is to destroy this influence. Okay, so he's going there. So safety. Am I okay? All right, I'm just gonna be safe because there is some Aji right here that I don't like. So I'm just gonna be safe, keep my base. Okay, and he's again trying to build that Moyo. How can we deal with that? A good way to deal with the Moyo is by reducing his while building your own. So where's my Moyo line? It's like right here. So I could potentially go right here to build mine. And that's an idea. Could also go like right here. Could also go maybe right here if I'm ambitious about it. But this is solid and easy to do, so I'm just going to go right here. It blocks his, builds mine. This one seems easy enough to do. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so same, we're going to split the lines. It looks, I'm liking the size of mine. I'm comparing sizes right now if we just draw a line. And I think mine's reasonable. If his was too big, then probably I would just destroy his. Back off and destroy his. Alright, can I double Hane? Atari there, Atari there, Atari there. Maybe. Connect, Atari. Connect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Maybe not. Even if the stone dies, though, I think my Moyo is bigger. I think this is going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to go here, because I care more about this Hane than that one. So he's going to go out. So first, poke your connection. Just Tiger's Mouth as Vital Point. And then surround. This seems like a good surrounding move. It gets out ahead. I could also try here or here. So I want to push them. I think I want to line this way rather than a line this way. I really want to surround this. This is pretty solid, so I'm pretty good. I can do almost anything I want here. Where do I want the line? I want the line this way, and then I can use it to reduce. Okay, so I'm going to go over here somewhere, maybe one of these four. If I go here, he plays, I play, he plays. Kinahane? Not really. If I play here, he plays, I play, he plays, I play. So maybe this one's good. Yeah, I'm going to go here. And yes, I know it's Tengen. Everyone's talking Tengen, I'm sure. Oh, the amount of times Tengen has both won me games and lost me games and annoyed me in chat. Alright, so just go for the surround, build thickness. I'm really focused on not losing Sente here because I really want to use this thickness to reduce. But if he happens to die, great. But I am also concerned about my influence, or this thickness getting value. Because he is destroying all my Moyo. So I'm going to surround, and I feel like this is acceptable. Checking my cuts, Atari, Nobi, and I feel pretty confident in my position. I'm trying to really watch myself. So I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, this one's safer. It surrounds him and also connects me. So this one's safer. Thought about Ataring here and maybe getting some forcing moves, but I think this one's just safer. It's more solid. And it looks like he might die too, which is nice. Cut seems ambitious when I'm not connected, so I'm just going to defend. And then maybe Tiger's Mouth. Yeah, the problem's on him. As long as I'm staying solid, it's his problem. I haven't even been talking about how to kill him or anything. I've just been watching my weaknesses. And if he dies, great. If not, then I'm going to still be able to reduce. That's what I'm looking at. With this thickness, I'm also getting some options to poke right here. And that's nice. I'm not sure how much value I can gain. Because I really like this Hane. Okay, that's good for me. I really like this Hane right here. And maybe I can cut off these two stones, but if he connects, then that's really good in-game. So I'm liking that. I do want to keep him disconnected, I believe. Yeah. This feels pretty safe to do. Gives him a headache, and I'm still pretty solid. I am good on eyes, so I'm not really worried about it. So let's poke this, because there's no way for me to reduce this, right? So let's just poke. I'm pretty confident you were alive. So if you just connected... No, you weren't, because I just poke, and then that's 3 in a row. Never mind. I was looking if it was Atari or poke, and I was in the middle of reading the Atari first before I just pushed. But okay, am I okay? Is my connection okay? He cuts. I do have this net, so I Atari and the net. My connection's good. Okay, my connection's good. Then I can go here. Is there any Aji right here? Is that connection Sente? No, I am good to connect. Okay. I think I'm good. I'm checking my weaknesses, and it feels like I'm okay. I'm telling you guys, I really hate killing things. It's super scary, and there's so many ways to mess it up. It may not look like it. But usually I hate killing things. For me, it's very stressful. I much prefer just live small and give me a lot of profit. That's my preference. Killing things stresses me out. To me, it's much more difficult. Alright, I think he is pretty dead, though. I don't see a lot of options for him to consider. Yeah, I think this is resigning time. Probably resignation. Alright, I won by resignation, so thank you for the game. Dude. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Alright, and that's another game. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are finding that helpful. I am finding these games going a little bit more smoother than when I started this series, and I would like to think it's part of the reason for that is because I have been practicing quite a lot on my Fox account, and that might be why I'm killing so many things, is because I have been practicing, and I've played almost 100, I'm at like 91 games in like 6 weeks, or actually like 4 or 5 weeks so far. And it was in order to prepare for a tournament, and I like to think that's going quite well, and it seems to be showing in this series compared to what it was when it started, compared to now. I would like to think it's going much better, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, hopefully you guys did find value from this video. I'm really hoping this helps you guys learn how to deal with the lower single digit Q level, and maybe even the higher single digit Q level, and hopefully it helps you play a calmer and more effective and efficient game in order to increase your win percentages. Alright, so as always guys, I do hope you guys found this video useful, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.